morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Jazzy.
All right, so today we're going to be learning about thesis statements. Can someone read our objective for me? Piper.
After this lesson, students will be able to 1. Explain the purpose of a thesis statement, 2. Create a thesis statement.
Perfect, and so before we even look at our objective, we probably should know what a thesis statement is. Does anyone know what a thesis statement is? Melissa.
A thesis statement is an argument or a main point of a paper that comes at the end of the first paragraph.
Wow, that's a really good definition of a thesis statement. Does anyone else have another example for a thesis statement? No, that's okay. I think we're gonna go over these 4 steps to how to create a thesis statement, and then we'll become more comfortable with thesis statements. So, we're gonna go into the 4 steps of a thesis statement. So the first step is that we have to pick a topic and ask a question about our topic. So, can you turn to a neighbor and really quickly think of a topic that you want to share to the class? Alright, perfect. So we're going to come back now. And so does anyone have a topic that they'd like to share for our class to brainstorm? Perfect. Simone?
Disneyland.
Disneyland, that's a really good one. And what question do you have about Disneyland?
Is Disneyland the best family vacation destination?
Oh, that is a good question. So I'm going to write it, best family vacation destination. Let me move over so y'all can see. Perfect. And so now that we have our question, we need to answer our question. Does anyone have the answer to this question? Kennedy?
Yes, Disneyland is the best place to hold a family vacation.
Perfect. So we're going to put yes. And so the next step that we need to do is that we need to figure out 3 pieces of evidence to our thesis or our claim. And so does anyone have any reasons why you think that Disneyland is the best place to have a family vacation? Let's see. Piper.
It has a lot of rides.
Ooh, a lot of rides. That's a good one. Does anyone else have another piece of evidence? Jocelyn?
There's a lot of good places to eat and a lot of Disney shopping you can do.
Oh, wow, that's a really good one. So good places to eat. And then what was the second one that you said?
Disney shopping.
Disney shopping. That's a good one too. Oh, Disney shopping. And then does anyone have their 3rd piece of evidence? Kennedy?
There are shows scheduled throughout the day for the entire family.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think of that one. So 3 would be good shows for family. For family. Good. And so now, our last step is that we need to combine everything that we just talked about, and we need to write our claim in 1 to 2 sentences. So, looking at all of the information that you gave me, I would say that Disneyland is the best place to have a family vacation because the park has many rides, they have good places to eat and Disney shopping, as well as good shows for family. And so that would be our thesis statement in 1 to 2 sentences. And so does everyone feel kind of comfortable moving on to our next part of our lesson? Yeah? All right, very cool. So the next part is I'm going to give you either a strong or weak thesis statement, and you're going to identify whether it's strong or weak. And so the statement I'm going to give you is computer games are not just a waste of time. Does anyone want to take a guess at whether this is a weak or strong thesis statement? Piper. Weak? Yeah, you're right. That is a weak thesis statement. Does anyone else want to help us make this thesis statement stronger? Like, what are we missing in that thesis statement that I gave you that we can make it stronger? Simone.
Why is it the best?
Yeah, we're missing why is it the
Or
best?
why is it not a waste of time?
Oh yeah, exactly. Why is it not a waste of time? And so does anyone have the answer to that maybe? Want to try and create a thesis statement that's a little stronger? Simone?
Some computer games help to develop critical thinking skills, like evaluating circumstances, making inferences, and drawing conclusions.
That's very good. So that is how we make our thesis a little stronger. We give it our 3 pieces of evidence. That way it's not just a claim, we have evidence to back it up. And so now I know we went over a lot during this lesson, but I came up with a little rhyme that I'm going to say first, and then at the second time that we go through it, you all are going to join with me, okay? And so a thesis statement is a claim. 3 pieces of evidence is our aim. 1 to 2 sentences is the max, so I can write this paper and relax. Okay, so we're all gonna come together on 3 and we're gonna say it together, okay? 1, 2, 3. A thesis statement is a claim, 3 pieces of evidence is our aim. 1 to 2 sentences is the max, so I can write this paper and relax. Perfect, so I hope you feel a little more comfortable with thesis statements, and so we'll move on next lesson and talk more about our paper.